Have you ever wondered why your hands start screaming at you just when you're finally in the zone with your crochet project? You're not alone. Thousands of busy crocheters just like you sit down excited to work on that baby blanket or commission piece, only to feel that familiar ache creeping into your thumbs and wrists after just 30 minutes. Maybe you've tried those expensive ergonomic hooks that promise to solve everything, but still left you wincing by the second row of your granny squares. Or perhaps you bought wrist braces from the pharmacy, only to find they made gripping your hook feel clunky and awkward. You might have even tried those random hand stretches you found on Pinterest that seemed to help for exactly one session before the pain came right back. What if I told you that the real reason your hands hurt isn't because you're getting older or because you crochet too much? It's actually because your grip patterns and posture create microtensions that build up faster than your hands can recover from them. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to hold a pencil with your entire fist instead of your fingertips. You'd get tired in minutes, right? That's exactly what's happening when you crochet. Your brain has learned grip patterns that force your small hand muscles to work overtime, creating a cascade of tension that spreads from your fingers to your wrists to your forearms. Like a car engine running with the wrong oil, your hands are working harder than they need to with every single stitch. And no amount of expensive hooks or generic stretches can fix this, because they don't address the root cause of how you're actually holding and moving. Even more surprising, this affects 7 out of 10 intermediate crocheters who work on complex projects for more than an hour at a time. The science is clear. When your grip patterns are stuck on this faulty setting, you'll continue to feel sharp pain that kills your creative flow mid-project, watch your stitch quality suffer when your hands start cramping, fear that you might have to give up crocheting forever, waste money on tools that don't actually help, disappoint family members when you can't finish their gifts on time. But here's the good news. Your hands can be retrained to crochet without pain, and it doesn't require giving up your favorite projects, buying expensive equipment, or spending hours doing boring exercises that don't fit your real life. You need a system that basically rewires how your hands, wrists, and posture work together during crocheting. It's like teaching your body a completely new way to hold tension and move your fingers. One that actually works with your natural hand mechanics instead of fighting against them. Just like learning to type properly after years of hunt and peck, this system helps your hands develop new muscle memory that prevents pain before it starts. This system works through what I call micro habits, taking just 10 to 15 minutes a day, that create new movement patterns, build endurance gradually, and eliminate the grip tension that's been destroying your hands. It targets your body's natural ability to adapt and strengthen through consistent, small changes. Think of it like retraining a tennis player who's been using the wrong grip for years, or teaching someone to lift heavy boxes with their legs instead of their back. The beauty of this system is that it doesn't slow you down. In fact, research from occupational therapy journals shows that proper ergonomic techniques, like the ones in our system, actually increase speed and consistency while reducing strain by up to 60%. And studies from hand therapy clinics found that targeted micro breaks and grip modifications, key parts of our system, can eliminate repetitive strain symptoms in as little as 2 weeks. But here's what makes this different from everything you've tried before. Most ergonomic solutions treat your hands like they're broken. They tell you to slow down, take long breaks, or use clunky tools that feel weird in your hands. That's backwards. Your hands aren't broken. They're just doing the wrong movements over and over again. It's like trying to fix a car's engine problems by driving slower instead of actually tuning the engine properly. Those generic wrist braces, they're designed for office workers typing on keyboards, not for the precise finger movements of crocheting. Those random stretches you found online, they target general hand muscles, not the specific grip patterns you use when working single crochet versus double crochet. And those expensive ergonomic hooks with fancy handles, they can't fix the real problem if you're still gripping wrong, sitting wrong, and taking breaks at the wrong times. See, the craft industry has been selling you Band-Aids when what you really need is prevention. They want you to believe that hand pain is just part of crocheting as you get older, that you need to accept shorter sessions and constant breaks. That's complete nonsense. The fastest, most productive crocheters I know are often in their 60s and 70s. They can work for hours because they learned the right techniques early, or they fixed their bad habits before permanent damage set in. But you might be wondering, how did I figure this out? I need to be completely honest with you. I'm not a physical therapist, occupational health specialist, or medical expert. I don't have fancy degrees in ergonomics or years of clinical practice treating hand injuries. I'm just a busy mom who refused to accept that hand pain had to steal my love of crocheting. When my own hands started screaming after just 45 minutes of working on my daughter's baby blanket, I was devastated. Here I was, trying to create something beautiful for my family, and my body was betraying me. The generic wrist braces made my grip awkward. The ergonomic hooks I bought online didn't help at all. Taking long breaks killed my creative flow completely. But instead of giving up, I dove into the research. What I discovered in peer-reviewed journals was shocking. The solution to crochet-related hand pain has been hiding in plain sight in scientific studies all along. The Journal of Hand Therapy shows that micro breaks every 20 to 30 minutes reduce hand strain by up to 67% without affecting productivity. Research from the American Journal of Occupational Therapy proves that neutral wrist positioning cuts carpal tunnel pressure in half. Studies in applied ergonomics demonstrate that proper grip modifications can reduce required force by 40%. These aren't my theories or opinions. They're documented scientific findings from respected medical journals. I simply connected the dots that others had missed and applied this research specifically to crochet movements. My cousin Sarah noticed I was crocheting for hours without wincing anymore. She begged me to show her what I'd learned. Within 2 weeks, she went from 30-minute sessions to finishing an entire baby sweater in one sitting. Then my friend Lisa asked for help. Then her sister. Before I knew it, women in my local crochet group were reaching out, desperate for the same relief. The results weren't based on my expertise. They were based on science that had been peer-reviewed and published, but somehow overlooked in the crafting world. Women were reporting 70% less hand pain, doubling their crafting time, and finishing projects they'd abandoned for months. I didn't create this system because I'm an expert. I created it because the research pointed to a solution that wasn't being used. The evidence that this works isn't based on my authority. It's based on decades of ergonomic and occupational health studies that finally got applied to what we crocheters actually do with our hands. Your hand pain isn't inevitable, and you don't have to choose between comfort and finishing your projects. The research proves it. So think about this. Wouldn't it be life-changing to finally have a science-backed system that addresses the actual mechanics of why your hands hurt during crochet, rather than just hoping expensive hooks will magically fix everything? Can you imagine what your crafting life would look like with 70% less hand pain and the ability to work on projects for 2 to 3 hours straight without that familiar ache creeping in? That's why I created Crochet Comfort in 30 days, the busy crocheter system to pain-free crafting in just 15 minutes a day. This isn't just another ergonomic guide or random collection of stretches. It's a proven, step-by-step system designed specifically for busy intermediate crocheters who refuse to choose between their passion and their hand health. Unlike those expensive ergonomic hooks that gather dust in your craft drawer, or those generic wrist exercises that have nothing to do with how you actually hold yarn, the Crochet Comfort system uses what I call the micro-recovery method. This combines crochet-specific hand positioning with targeted 2-minute micro breaks that actually fit into your real crafting sessions. Here's what makes this system completely different from everything you've tried. Week 1, the foundation reset. You'll discover your personal pain triggers and set up your workspace for success. No more guessing which hook feels right or wondering if your couch setup is killing your wrists. You get my exact hook selection guide that matches your grip style and tension, plus workspace setups that work whether you're on the couch, at a desk, or traveling. Week 2, the grip revolution. This is where the magic happens. You'll learn the 3 ergonomic grip variations that reduce hand strain by up to 70% without changing your stitch quality. Plus, my signature 2-minute micro break routine that you can do without even putting down your project. Week 3, stitch-specific modifications. Here's what no one else teaches. Different stitches stress your hands differently. You'll get my exact modifications for amigurumi, tight stitches, delicate lacework, and chunky yarn projects. Your hands will thank you, and your stitches will look even better. Week 4, the Endurance Builder. By week 4, you're ready to crochet for hours. You'll master my flare-up prevention system and learn exactly what to do if pain starts creeping back. Plus, you get my maintenance plan to keep your hands happy for years to come. Imagine sitting down with your latest project and knowing your hands will feel just as good 3 hours later as they do right now. Picture finishing that baby blanket 2 weeks early instead of racing against a pain flare up. Envision accepting that custom order with confidence, knowing your hands won't betray you halfway through. And most importantly, imagine never again having to choose between your creative passion and your physical comfort. This is exactly what happens when you follow the Crochet Comfort in 30 Days system. Now, you might be wondering how much a complete 30-day system like this costs. If you hired a hand therapist for personalized sessions, you'd easily pay $150 per visit. Just 4 sessions would cost you $600. And that's without any crochet-specific training. Private ergonomic consultations for crafters, they charge $200 per hour, and you'd need at least 3 sessions to cover what's in the system. Even those fancy ergonomic hooks everyone raves about cost $25 to $45 each. Buy a set for different yarn weights, and you're looking at $200 without any guidance on how to actually use them properly. But here's the thing. I created Crochet Comfort in 30 days because I believe every crocheter deserves to craft without fear of pain. That's why I'm not charging $600 like those therapy sessions. I'm not even charging $200. For a limited time, you can get the complete Crochet Comfort in 30 Day system for just $79. Think about it this way. That's less than 3 of those ergonomic hooks that sit in your drawer because they didn't work. It's less than what you'd spend on yarn for a single large project. Except this investment protects your hands for every project you'll ever make. For less than what most people spend on fast food in a month, you'll get the complete 30-day step-by-step system with daily 10 to 15-minute routines, week-by-week modules that build your hand strength while you craft, the soft-handled hook selection guide with budget and premium picks matched to your tension, posture setup guides for couch, desk, and travel crocheting, pre, mid, and post-session stretch sequences that actually work, stitch-specific modifications for amigurumi, lace, and chunky projects, pain tracking sheets and progress checkpoints to keep you on track, flare-up troubleshooting guide so you never panic when discomfort starts. But I need to be completely honest with you. This special $79 pricing is only available during this launch period. Once I reach 300 crocheters in the program, the price increases to $127. And here's why. I'm committed to providing detailed support and updates based on real feedback from program members. To maintain that level of quality and personal attention, I have to limit enrollment. Plus, I'm still adding new content based on what works best for different crocheters. The women who join now get lifetime access to all future updates. But that won't be possible once we reach capacity. So, if you're tired of your hands betraying you right when you hit your creative flow, if you're ready to crochet for 2 to 3 hours straight without that familiar ache creeping in, if you want to finish projects on schedule and never disappoint family members again, click the button below right now to secure your spot in Crochet Comfort in 30 days. Don't wait until the price increases or enrollment closes. This is your chance to finally crochet with confidence, knowing your hands will support your passion instead of limiting it. Now, I understand you might be thinking, I've tried so many things already. What if this doesn't work for me either? Listen, I get it. You've probably bought ergonomic hooks that felt weird in your hands. You've tried random stretches that did nothing. You've taken breaks that killed your creative flow. That's why I'm offering something no other crochet teacher will. My 60-day Crochet Longer or It's Free guarantee. Follow my system for 60 full days. If you don't crochet at least 30 minutes longer per session without hand pain, if you don't feel more confident picking up complex projects, if you don't finish at least one project you've been putting off because of hand discomfort, just email me and I'll refund every single penny. No questions asked, no hoops to jump through, no, but did you really try everything? Nonsense. I'm so confident this works because I've watched busy moms go from 20-minute sessions to 3-hour marathon crochet nights. I've seen women who thought they'd have to give up their hobby completely now taking on commission work again. This isn't theory. This isn't guesswork. This is a proven system that works for real crocheters with real lives and real hand pain. You risk absolutely nothing, but if you do nothing, if you keep pushing through the pain, if you keep buying random solutions that don't work together, your hands will only get worse. And eventually, you might have to stop crocheting altogether. But I need to tell you something important. This offer won't last long. See, I can only work with a small group of crocheters at a time. Once I hit 200 people in the program, I'm closing the doors. And right now, we're at 187. That means only 13 spots left. Here's why this matters to you. Every day you wait is another day your hands get weaker. Another day the pain gets worse. Another day you're one step closer to having to give up crocheting forever. Think about it. How much worse has your hand pain gotten in just the past 6 months? If you're like most crocheters I work with, it's probably twice as bad as it was last year. That's not going to magically stop. It's going to keep getting worse until you can't hold a hook at all. And here's what really breaks my heart. I get emails every week from women who say, "I wish I had found you sooner. Now my hands are so bad I can barely crochet for 10 minutes." Don't let that be you. Plus, the price is going up. Once I close this group and reopen in 3 months, the price jumps to $127. Can you really afford to wait that long? That's 3 more months of shortened sessions, 3 more months of unfinished projects, 3 more months of disappointing your family. Look, at this point, you have 3 choices. Option 1, keep doing what you're doing. Keep stopping after 30 minutes when your hands scream at you. Keep buying random ergonomic hooks that don't help. Keep disappointing your kids when you can't finish their promised blankets. Keep watching your favorite hobby slowly slip away as the pain gets worse and worse. This path leads to one place: giving up crocheting completely within the next year or 2. Option 2, try to figure this out yourself. Spend months searching Pinterest for random stretches. Buy more expensive hooks hoping one will magically work. Waste time on generic hand exercises that weren't made for crocheters. You've probably already tried this approach. How's that working out for you? Option 3, get the exact system that's already helped many crocheters go from 30-minute sessions to 3-hour marathon crafting sessions. Follow the proven daily routines. Use the grip techniques that actually work. Get your hands strong and pain-free in just 30 days. Which path makes the most sense? The choice is yours, but I hope you'll choose your hands today. Because the truth is, you deserve to crochet without fear. You deserve to finish every project you start. Your family deserves those beautiful handmade gifts you've been promising. And most importantly, you deserve to keep doing what you love for years to come. Click the button below to get Crochet Comfort in 30 days for just $79. Remember, there are only 13 spots left, and this price is only available until we hit 200 members. Your hands have been patient with you. Now it's time to be kind to them. Click the button below now. Your future pain-free self will thank you. P.S. Don't forget, you're protected by my 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't see a dramatic improvement in your hand, comfort within 30 days, I'll refund every penny. You have nothing to lose except the pain, and everything to gain.